Coming up on News Channel 11 and ABC Tri-Cities this morning, a game to remember. The Vols rise above the tide. We'll have the details in moments. Plus, another fantastic performance on the gridiron, this one involving music. How two local high schools did in the Regional Bands of America competition. And later on, the White House sends a large aid package to Ukraine. What that aid will bring and the current state of the war in the country.
And get ready for those umbrellas to come with you. We are tracking rain chances through the evening and then freezing temperatures into the week. We'll have a full look at the forecast as your news on this Sunday morning starts now.
Live, you're watching News Channel 11 this morning.
Thanks for joining us on News Channel 11 and ABC Tri-Cities this Sunday morning. I'm John Jenko. It was a nail-biter for the Vols as they faced off against number 3 ranked Alabama in a battle of unbeaten SEC teams. But Tennessee, for the first time in 16 years, has taken down the Alabama Crimson Tide 52-49. A sold-out crowd was there to see it at Neyland Stadium. It was an electric, high-scoring game, both teams going back and forth in the final minutes. After Alabama missed a field goal to take the lead with 15 seconds left, Tennessee marched down the field and hit a 40-yard game-winning field goal. It's Tennessee's first win against Bama since 2006. Here's the stadium's reaction to that win. The celebrations weren't just limited to Knoxville. Back in Johnson City, the Beef O'Brady's on Boones Creek erupted with cheers when the ball went through the uprights. One of the happiest people to enjoy this monumental win for a program starved for success is head coach Josh Heupel. He had this to say after the game.
Tonight obviously was for our players, but it's for our former players, it's for our donors, it's for our fans. I know how much this has meant to the people of Tennessee and Vol Nation, and so excited that we were coming out with the win.
And what happened after the game was equally exciting. Thousands of fans stormed the field in a scene reminiscent of the 1998 victory over the Florida Gators. Fans tore down the goalposts and carried them out of the stadium. Nick Dugan will have the full breakdown later in sports, but in the meantime, we'll throw it over to meteorologist Alex Williams for our first look at your forecast. Alex, it was a picture-perfect day yesterday, but what are we going to see compared to that today and for the rest of our work week here?
Well, yeah, okay, I'll admit it, because I know people will come after me for it. Yes, it rained a little bit across the Tri-Cities. It saturated a little bit faster than expected, but it's definitely going to rain today. We have all the ingredients in place, and you definitely need to carry your umbrella with you, especially for the evening. Even though we have lots of activities going on, yeah, umbrella going to be a good friend to have as we go towards your Sunday evening and through the overnight, which is when we're expecting to see the heaviest of the rain come through. Even some strong storms possible, especially if we see any afternoon heating. Now, looking at Viper radar, you can see most of the massive rain is back across the Ozarks this morning, but that is quickly going to move our way, and probably by about lunchtime we'll start to see a few of those showers moving in. So keep that in mind as you get out of church service or anywhere you're going this morning. As you go into the afternoon, you're going to see increasing chance of rain. Not so right now. And then the second part of the weather story is it is about to be bitter cold, and we're about to get our first freeze of the year. Now, why have certain places such as Smith County and Wythe County not in this freeze watch? Well, because they've already seen freezing conditions, and that's only issued once because the growing season ends after the first official hard freeze, and we look to hit that as we go into our Tuesday. Lots of weather to talk about. We'll break it all down in your forecast in moments.
The Dobyns-Bennett High School Band celebrated a first-place win at the Bands of America Regional Competition. This is after 20 high school bands from all over the Southeast competed in the event at ETSU's Mini Dome yesterday. From our area, Dobyns-Bennett and the Elizabethton High School bands took the field for those regional championships. Bands of America representatives say these competitions provide an opportunity for bands to improve, with critiques from professional judges. The competition's president says these students put in an incredible amount of work to execute their performances.
Each one of these groups are going to be, practicing maybe 8-10 hours a week times about at least 10 weeks. So there you got 100. And then if you got 100 kids, then you've got about another times 100, etc. It's kind of exponential, and it's kind of cool that they're able to put all of that effort and energy together.
Dobyns-Bennett, a AAA class band, claimed first place with a total of 88 points. Elizabethton High School, a AA class, placed fourth with a total of 81 points. Dobyns-Bennett will participate in the Grand Nationals on November 10th. Greenville police are investigating a body found in a park yesterday morning. Police say they responded to a call of an unconscious man at the pavilion near Hardin Park Skate Park. They found 38-year-old Cedric Barner dead. Police say there are no signs of foul play, but an investigation is underway. Police ask that if you had contact with Barner between last night and this morning, to call or email Detective William Christie. That information is right there on your screen. The November midterms are fast approaching, and there's some important dates you need to know about voting in Tennessee and Virginia. The deadline to register to vote in Virginia is tomorrow. You can early vote right now in the Commonwealth. That will wrap up on the Saturday before the November 8th election. In Tennessee, early voting begins next Wednesday, October 19th. It will run through Thursday, November 3rd. The deadline to request an absentee ballot is Tuesday, November 1st. People hit the Bristol Dragway yesterday morning for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. The 1.5-mile walk raises money and awareness to fight the disease. People that attended could also get information on local resources and programs, as well as enjoy music, food, and games. Participants also honored those affected by Alzheimer's with the Promise Garden ceremony to signify solidarity in the fight, with colors representing people's connection to the disease. News Channel 11 and Daytime Tri-City's own Chris McIntosh was the MC for the ceremony. Fall is a time centered around pumpkins, apples, or in this case, cranberries. People flocked to Shady Valley yesterday afternoon for the annual Cranberry Festival. Yesterday's event kicked off with a parade and dozens of food, craft, and clothing vendors on the grounds of Shady Valley Elementary. Festival organizers say the Cranberry Festival raises money to keep the Shady Valley School intact after the school closed in 2019. Continuing with the Tri-Cities Festival circuit, Heritage Days in Rogersville. The three-day festival has plenty of vendors, food trucks, and live music, and more, all happening in downtown Rogersville. Organizers say Heritage Days is a time for the town to celebrate their unique history as a community.
It's a time of annually getting together, seeing friends and neighbors that perhaps you don't see too often.
If you missed headed out to Heritage Days yesterday, you have one more chance to go to Rogersville. The free event continues through tonight. Dogs in Elizabethton had a fun day full of pet-friendly events. Yesterday, it was all about our four-legged friends for the second annual Barktoberfest at the famed Covered Bridge Park. The festival hosted things like dog yoga, a pup cakewalk, and a costume contest. While some people say it's a fun time, it's also for a good cause.
The Friends of the Animal Shelter is here raising funds and also helping to bring awareness to pet health and pet needs within our community.
All of the proceeds from this event go to the Elizabethton Carter County Animal Shelter and Main Street Elizabethton to help make the community more pet-friendly. Main Street Elizabethton will be launching a pet-friendly campaign for the town within the next year. Coming up after the break, the White House sends a large aid package to Ukraine. What that aid will buy, as well as the current state of affairs on the war in the country. We'll have the details when we come back.
And those rain chances, they're going to be going up pretty quickly as we go through the evening. We'll have a look at the timing of when the rain moves into the Tri-Cities and those freeze warnings coming up in just a few minutes.